Hello friends, I am Ashu Sharma. I welcome you all in this live session. It's a brief session about enterprise architecture and service-oriented architecture. These two terms are very much used in nowadays in everywhere in any organization. And when do we talk about acquisition and merger of same capable organization into another and two different capable organization into new one, so definitely these things comes into the scenario. Enterprise architecture is a conceptual framework that you can say, and it's very much there for that overall life cycle of the transformation that from the legacy system to digital information system. So yeah, digital transformation is really very challenging things nowadays because of that we are working with dynamic challenges that industries quite there that is going to be accept all the requirements of the customer, which is going to be changed dynamically. So that's nature of dynamic behavior. We have that transformation from monolithic towards that microservices. So as I said you that enterprise architecture that is working towards that the requirement gathering, after that planning, and then some decisions making and deployment, and except its maintenance parts also there. So this is one of the key area that once we talk about, and requires a highly experienced people that they can take a decisions and make that certain changes that cannot affect very much towards the organization perspective, because of at the end of the day that we require that industry must have that fulfill their objectives and all these things. So that's the way that enterprise architecture, if you see high level view of enterprise architecture, that's a very nice one, that all the components, that is customers and all the communication channels and security channels that work for some payment gateways there, and definitely there will be some payment channels that flow that is going on, how exactly this is all these components connect to each other. So because of nowadays enterprise architecture also promote that cloud infrastructure. So yeah, cloud computing services also very much require, whether it's infrastructure as a service, whether it is software as a service or platform as a service. So yeah, different pool of people, they work on different layers. And yeah, cloud through that evolution of IT into enterprise architecture, it's really very good thing. And second thing is service oriented architecture. That's also a big deal, that service oriented architecture. When we talk about the microservices and that transformation from monolithic approach towards microservices, we divide number of tasks into different subtasks, and then finally that becomes very good to work on because of reduced complexity of the behavior of certain application that we divide. So once we compare this service oriented architecture and microservices, yeah, service oriented architecture also works on same fashion, but it divides that certain modules into certain tasks. And yeah, microservices that is divided into that task into the subtasks. So that's the way that we have. And when we talk about that communication purpose, yeah, we require middleware or that middle tier type of layer over there for communication of different components in service oriented architecture. But in microservices, REST API that is going to be used for that purpose of having that communication. So yeah, we can develop different modules, and we have different programming languages when we talk about, and we compare service oriented architecture with monolithic. Yeah, monolithic, it's very difficult to develop an application in a way of same language that we can put it, and we have to develop entire application. But in SOA, yeah, we have flexibility of opting the different languages, and then put it that modules in a task manner, and put it that application behavior. So yeah, this is one of that key difference when we talk about monolithic approach and service oriented architecture. So this is just brief about the session. Thank you so much. I will we continue such sessions of 2 minutes, 3 minutes for just touch that discussion about the things, and definitely you will get benefits of these things once you have a very short period of time to watch certain topics which is quite there at the time of interview or viva. So